If you're planning on making Christmas cards this year and you want something a little extra special, but that doesn't require a lot of extra work, then today's project is just for you. We're making a card that has a hinge mechanism, and it creates a little surprise, and it doesn't add a lot of extra work. Hi, this is Kristina Reese with Creating with Kristina, where I help you create beautiful handmade cards while encouraging you to create, connect, and encourage others. Okay, let's get started. Those of you who had purchased in July got this Fun Fold Collections Volume 1 free, and I emailed it to you. Those of you who are watching this on the replay after July, it's still available. However, it's in my tutorial shop now. I do have the link in the description below. But we are working on the Christmas Hinge Fun Fold that's found in the book. Now, if you'll notice, this link here and this card, this is an older version, but it's still the same measurements. So that's what we're working with. I'm just going to put that there, and let's move in here. So first of all, we're working with the stitched stocking stamp and die set, along with the paper. The stitched stocking paper that goes with it. And we're using the old olive for our card base. We've got our inside piece 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside. I'm going to show you how I made this stocking. Now, I did use the Spotlight on Nature dies to make my circle for my hinge to place my stocking on. This I punched out with the circle punch just to put on the back so you don't see the hinge where I glue the hinge on, okay? That's just to cover up, make it look prettier. All right, we got that. What else do we have? Oh, and these are designer paper pieces for the card. Okay, so let's start with, and like I said, these instructions are in the Holiday Fun Fold Collections Volume 1 in my tutorial shop. All right, let's start. So we cut all of the pieces according to the measurements in the instructions. And we're going to start by scoring our cardstock at 4 1/4. So let's get out our score tool. There we go. And we need 4 1/4. All right, right there. Make sure we get our cutting blade out of the way. All right, and there we go. But then we need to cut off 1 1/4 inch for the hinge. So 1 1/4 inch, we're just going to cut that off. This will be our hinge mechanism. There we go. All right, so we have that and that. The next thing it tells us to do is to stick our designer paper on here. So this is our card here. You can have it, you can have your hinge come to the left and open it that way, which is the way we're going to do it. Or when I first folded it, it looked like that, but it wouldn't matter. You could put your hinge on this side and open it this way. Either way is fine. All right, but this is the way the instructions show you how to do it. All right, so let me get my bone folder out here so I can get this to lay down. There we go. And our designer paper. So one is going to go here, and the other is going to go here. So either one you want, if you want this one on the inside, or yeah, whichever one. Or you can flip them over and have the back side. Yeah, lots of fun options. Let's see, what did I decide? I think I decided that I was going to do the tree on the outside. Yeah, and then this is, because this matches the stocking here. Okay, so let's get that taped on there. Okay, and then this one goes on the inside. And like I said, it doesn't really matter which ones you use, but just the way you want to make it pretty. Okay, so that is so far what we've got. The next one it tells us to do is to score the hinge piece at 3/4. So let's get our hinge piece here at 3/4. We're going to score it. So just place it in there. There we go. And we're going to glue this 3/4 piece area to the non-DSP side inside the card base, lining up the score line with the edge of the card base. All right, what the heck does that mean? This is what it means. So we are going to glue it in here, okay, on the inside. We're going to cover it with our piece here so you won't see that. And you want it to line up with the edge so that when you fold the card, it's still 4 1/4 and it'll still go in the envelope. If you have it stick out like that, it won't go in the envelope very well. All right, so let's get some liquid glue on here. All right. There we go. And open that back up. Let's make sure we're all lined up. Get my grid going here. Yeah, it looks a little tilted. Okay, and then when we fold it, oh, let's get it over just a little bit more. Hasn't quite, oops, it's starting to totally glue on there. Yikes. It might be easier to glue it while it's folded so you can see the edge better. There we go. All right, we're on there. Cut out the circle from the spotlight dies, which we've already done, and we are going to glue that to the hinge piece, and we're going to trim the excess. All right, so close your card and close this, and our spotlight is going to go right there, and this is what we need to trim off. So let's get some snips real quick, and we can just snip that off. There we go. And just make sure that's where I want it. Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, so let's get some glue there. So far, easy peasy. Love it. All right, what's my next thing? Now that I have this all put together, we are going to get our stocking and attach that to our circle here. However, I wanted to show you how to make this. So let's move all this out of the way. And let me show you how I made this stocking. So the die pieces, pretty simple, but I wanted to show you how I got the, oh, you know what that bird is. A cardinal, sorry about that. All right, so these are the 3 pieces you need for the stocking, all right? So this is the cuff up here, and you can make this any color, any paper you want. This is for the foundation, okay? This is what you're going to glue everything on, and it can be white. For my example, I have white here, but that's where that came from, all right? And then this is how I made this stocking part. So I got this designer paper. It's got the green plaid on the back, but on this side, these squares match up beautifully with this square right here. It also matches, by the way, they also match up with the tree and the present also. Those are interchangeable. If you didn't know, those 3, you can change them out. But we're just staying with the star. So the first thing I did was I lined up my die, where, yeah, here it is. I lined it up right along what we call that is this is the sashing, this tan crumb cake. And anyways, you line it up in there. And when you cut it out, you get this piece here. Okay, and notice it's very flimsy because it's only connected. I don't even know if y'all can see that. Can you see how it's only connected right there on the 2 edges? Because you can change this out. All right, so, and what I did is I take my snips. I snipped this off. All right, that. Okay. I glued my cardinal on like that. Okay. Now, in this case, I used the candy cane paper and cut out a square this size, but we're just going to flip this over and it works just as well like that. Okay, so we did that. And then this star is hardly hanging on either. We're just going to snip that out of there, just like this. You kind of have to be careful because you don't want all the pieces to fall apart. You just want the star to come out. And everything's just barely hanging on by a tiny bit. So there we go. All right, so there's our star. And then what I did is I just glued that on like that. Ta-da! And so that's how I made that stocking. All right, let's just put this over to the side and use our stocking. Let's get out some dimensionals and some ribbon. All right, to make this a little fancier. The suite comes with this really pretty red stitched ribbon, but our Peaceful Pine ribbon matches also. That's that color right there, Peaceful Pine. So whichever, but I'm going to use the stitched ribbon that came with it, and I am going to tie me a bow. I want to do. All right, so let's just cut that off. There we go. And of course, I am no good at tying ribbons, bows with my hands like some people can, and so I just get out a pair of self-clamping tweezers to hold it still for me while I try to manipulate these loops into a pretty bow. There we go. Yay! All right, and then take that out, and then I adjust it. All right, so this tail here, and when you hold your loop with a finger and pull the tail, it'll keep the, whoops, supposed to keep it from unraveling. There we go. All right, and then this side also same thing. So come on, there, and then trim it. There, pretty bow. Okay, and I'm just gonna push that up to the edge there. Come on, there we go. Yay. Now I'm gonna put it on here with dimensionals. Make sure our dimensionals are on the part of the stocking that's on the circle. All right, so like right there and there and there, like a little triangle. Okay, we're almost done. Now, like I said, this this fun fold card is in the book. All the measurements are there. So here's our hinge. So that just opens up like that. But look how kind of ugly that is. Let's fix that. All right, let's fix that. I want to stamp a sentiment real quick. Got to do some stamping. And pull out our stamps. And we've got all kinds. We've got Merry Christmas to you and yours. May all your days be merry and bright. And then I think this is my favorite. Sending warm wishes this Christmas. So that's my favorite one. Okay, and get out my block. And I love the color combination of this paper. So we have our choices of cherry cobbler, old olive, secret sea, real red, and our new Peaceful Pine. But we're going to be traditional and go with the dark, with the secret sea, which is, this is my favorite black, by the way, even though it's kind of a blue black, but it's like mostly black. All right, there we go. Perfect. And this back in here. Oops. Okay. Yeah, doesn't that clean that up just beautifully right there? That's so nice. When we close it, well, when we totally close it, you're not going to see it at all because of the stocking. But if you're using a different image here, you do want to be careful if you don't want any of the sentiment showing. I wasn't paying attention before I did that, but yeah, in this case, it covers it. Okay, great. Oh, one last thing. We want to cover this ugliness here. I'm going to use glue for this. There we go. And that just cleans that up beautifully. You could also put a white sentiment on this side. You could do all kinds of stuff. I hope you enjoyed today's Fun Fold Christmas card. If you try this Hinge card, I would love to hear how it turns out in the comments below. And if you're looking for even more Christmas card inspiration, be sure to check out my Christmas card playlist, where you'll find even more fun fold ideas to inspire your holiday crafting. Just click on the box here on the screen or in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, keep creating, connecting, and encouraging. I'll see you soon.